Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Late night money, a little early today. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. So yeah, a little bit early. I'm going on another show, about an hour. Well, I think I'm supposed to go on 12:15 Eastern with our guy, Sports Rage, Gabe Morrissey. You can listen to that. It'll be on Sports Grid channel, I believe. Probably a YouTube channel too. So if you want to head over there after this, come in there and be like, Higgs, yay, we're here for Higgs. That'd be nice. Anyway, let's get to some stuff for tomorrow. And I added some more props in, home runs, wins, rookie of the year kind of stuff. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, if you want to check that out. I posted the Friday action. Then I'll put that in the banners here as well. We'll scroll it across the tops and bottom here for you to see. There you go. Little college hoops, a little NBA, little cold cash on the ice. As always, in the description and in the chat, the link to the Believe is there. So go check that out. We'll get down on some podcasts. Listen anytime you want. Why wouldn't you? T-Money's in the house. Welcome. Locking in with the King is here. Done changing diapers. Baby sleeping. He's got some time to kill. Checking out some college hoops for tomorrow, I am sure. And so let's hold on, T-Money. Had to check tomorrow's action yet. You hadn't checked it. I bet one game for tomorrow. Got that up on the sites. And actually, I won my game I put up on the site today. So people came back and bought again. But a couple in the chat I kind of like here. And there is a rare NBA game. Yes, we have an NBA game. And I got to just find the banner to bring it back up. So Jacksonville's a pick 'em. Fresno is a +3. These spots here, I have, Nevada. Talk about this. Fresno. Nevada's 21-7. This game was 4.5. It's a 3. I saw a couple 2.5s out there. It's coming down. Fresno's 10-17. I don't know. Win at Air Force was a close game. Before that, they lost 3 in a row. I don't know. They don't score a lot of points. I'll take 3. It just looks weird. It's coming down. I saw 2.5s and a couple 3s from a 4.5 opener. Nevada 17-8-2. Already with that's ATS on the season, and they got an 11-point win over these guys. And the line's coming down. I'll grab Fresno. And Jacksonville, a little ASUN action. Pick 'em. 11th place team in the ASUN, 6-11. In the pick 'em versus a team that's 11-6 in conference play. Odd. Let's go. Nets. The land of misfit toys. Nets. Give me the Nets. Right? KD, Kyrie. Nobody wants to play with these guys. I get it. Give me the spunky bunch there. I know the Bulls. I'm not. No, thank you, Bulls. And Florida, a puck line on the ice. You have a Buffalo team coming in. And when I grabbed the +120 on the puck line, that game was 5-5. So they win in overtime, 6-5. And in a back-to-back off a game like that, I will take Florida there. I know what it's like with the baby there, King D. I get it. Sweating Illinois money line. At least you got money line. I got a 5 spot. Yes, Nets team money. Fresno can lose and beat anyone. You never know with them. Yeah, it's just an odd line. I don't know why it's come down. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna take the dog there for everybody. So let's start out with some wins, some win props here. Jump back into some MLB stuff. We did start with college basketball, but we'll do some MLB here. Wins. Framber. So we got some Cy Young action on this guy. We think the team's going to be pretty good, right? Astros, again, I don't think they're going to win 100 plus games. This guy, Cy Young, 20-1. Yes, we're going to buy into that. Nice plus $12 here. 1,200. Let's go. 12-1. I'll take Framber. Thank you very much. Sign me up. Why? And again, I got 150 on these, with the exception of Musgrove. The exception of Musgrove. Framber, good number there. Good pitcher, good team. Strider, same kind of thing. Plus 22. Musgrove, I put in quotes because if you don't like Snell, and again, I'm high on Snell. We have the Cy Young on him, and he was at a 35-1. So we'll grab that as well. I'm thinking, hey, maybe he leads the league in wins. You don't like him? Musgrove's not a bad one. Can't go wrong with that number. Robbie Ray's at 25. Louis Castillo at 28. These two guys, if you think Seattle's going to continue their winning ways, take a step forward, why not Ray to have a bounce back here? For a win, a guy to win wins, he's got to be on a pretty decent team. And I just couldn't really pull the trigger on a Cole, or maybe, you want to do Rodon. How about you want to take a real flyer? How about a Severino? You go, Sevy's healthy for the Yanks. You want to go a little further down the line? And we could always add stuff. We could always add down the line. And we always do that. Always do that. Homer time. And I'm only going two guys right now. Yordi, who I think is going to have a big year. I think he's a 40-plus guy. I just don't think Jota's going to hit 60. He's in the 440 range. Nah, I'm going to travel down the road here and look for a little more change to throw in my pocket here. And Polar Bear Alonso. Let's go Polar Bear Pete. Plus 700. This guy is at 40 home runs. Like he's having breakfast every day. They brought the walls in. 11-1. We got 11-1 shot on this guy. Yeah. I mean, Yordi, I think, is an MVP kind of guy. Alonso, too. Bring that lumber, baby. Let's go. Rookie of the year. So we got our Roys. Hunter Brown, Houston. I like this team. I've seen this kid pitch. He looks good. Let me tell you, Caesars. They have some crazy numbers. This was 800 at most of the books, around that kind of number. Caesars numbers are crazy. Shopper, if you're in a legalized spot, you have a Caesars there. As much as BetMGM has numbers or whatever else you're getting to, Bet Rivers, any kind of local joint, the Caesars numbers plus 1,400. It was 800. I had 800, and I saw Caesars numbers. I'm like, hello. Yeah, I'll take 1,400 here, please. Thank you. I put 250s on these guys. Little 250 spot. Hunter Brown. Peraza for the Yanks. Volpe's the big guy there. I get it. I'm going Peraza. Played last year a little bit. He's got his feet wet a little. Let's go Peraza. 25-1. In the NL, again, two guys out of the gate. We could change. There's, Red's got a guy might be looking at over there. Who knows? But Peapot, whatever. The pitcher for the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers. This kid looks good. He turns into a Goslin or a May or an Anderson or one of those guys. Not that he's Urias rocking out 20 in 2 seasons. But yeah, rookie of the year, 15-3 on a team that's first place, 90, 100 wins, whatever they do. I'll take a shot there. And Sal Frelick, little outfield bat for Milwaukee in the Brew Crew here. Not much offense, right? I guess it's terrible. Roids? Is he a roid guy? Is he a sign stealer too? Who knows? This guy in that outfield, he's got some pop. 30-1. We'll go in. 250 each across the board. Yes, that's what we have. Too bad I hate the NBA tomorrow. Before I could tell, I didn't see one game besides maybe the Bucks He'd always plays again in the Bucks. You don't know who's playing for them or the Heat. Heat's always a team that's you got some kind of injury concern there. Locking in with the King. Got the under Vegas and the Flame 6.5. I hope you hit that one. Astros went around 95, 968. I kind of like the under for the Stros. We did that the other day. It was a 96.5. I went under there for a nickel. Some Snell and Musgrove I like off the bat. The Padre team looks really good. Offense is all there. Machado's playing for a contract. Soto I think is going to have a great year. It's a good team. It's a good team. I don't much about Alonso. All you know is the guy crushes the ball. He's got the most home runs the last few years. Even with Judge's thing, he's good for 40 plus. And then you think maybe it's to win you have to get super hot to have, He's gonna have to 45 plus, I think. Maybe 47 wins. I don't think we're gonna see another 60 spot here, but he's gonna need between 45 and 50, I think, to win. David, how I have UCLA under tonight. Let's head to Pac-12. I had a big loser in the Pac-12 on Colorado. Early in this UCLA game, I think I said in the show that I'd like a little under action there with Utah. They play defense. They don't score a lot. It's a plotting offense through the center. They're not racing all over the joint. So I agree with that. I think you have a winner on your hands. I've noticed a lot of the totals are juiced up for what is this baseball team money? Team money. Honestly, I love the pitcher for the Padres versus their bats. I don't trust the Padres bats up. 10-run games, the games where they can't hit. That's the thing with them. But you see that out of a lot of teams. Like they explode and then they can't hit. I think last year it was the Tatis thing. Then they brought in a monster trade for Soto. He's got a full year there. It's a nice looking team. It's a nice looking team. MLB win totals are, and I'm going to pull up my win totals here. Where are they? We'll start in the AL East again. You had the Yanks 94.5. I like the under. I don't love the pitching. I got Cole. He's always seems to be 13-9. Rodon, yeah, he could have a great year. Sevy, if he's 100%, is he healthy the whole season? No Montes. I mean, Nestor. Everybody loves nasty Nestor. I got a year out of him. Could I get a little more before I anoint the guy? I mean, the second half of the season wasn't as good as the first half of the season. Under there. Blue Jays over. See, I think the Blue Jays already take that step forward as a young team. I think they move ahead. Rays are always good. Give me the under, Boston. We went through this team the other day with their staff. I just can't. I mean, I look at it, I just shake my head. I mean, Sale, Kluber, Paxton. Really? Bellows young. I like him. You don't know what you're getting out of prospects. Definitely not sold on the Orioles. A lot of young talent, yes. Big year last year. You're not bringing anybody in. Your GM's worried about having concerts. That doesn't win games. Braves and Mets, both unders. Now, they switch around the schedule, so these guys aren't playing each other as much as they will, and you'll face other teams, whatever. With the Mets, I got a pair of pitchers. Even I felt cool Carrasco in there. Even McGill wasn't happy, healthy. I can't do it. Philly, everything went right for the Phillies. Can the pitching hold up? I'm gonna go under. I'll go over Miami just because of their pitching, and they'll be able to check. I always think good pitching gets the best of good hitting. Nothing to say about the Nationals. I like Josiah Gray, youngster, came over in a trade. Supposed to be good. Ruiz, the same thing, the catcher. Kate Cavelli, another young, big arm for them. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Again, none of those for the NL I want to jump in right now to win. Now, Phillies look good at that price. They're all in. Trey Turner, in July, August, September, they'll be getting Bryce Harper back. That's a nice little pickup. Braves and Mets, though, I think if one of them starts out really slow, you're going to get the better odds. And my bets, nickels across the board. Over Rays, over Cleveland Guardians. Cubbies were my favorite over, 1,500, 77.5. We'll talk about them in a minute. In Arizona, 75.5. I signed these guys last year. High again this year. Another good spot with Gallen and Kelly. A lot of young bats coming up. Do they take the step forward? Like we saw Seattle finally get the monkey off their back. Toronto looked good 2 years ago. Last year, not so much. Arizona can take a step forward. The pitching staff, I mean, we get a resurgent Mad Bum. I don't know. They got a guy PFAT, rookie, Zach Davies. We definitely need an arm or two here to make a move, but I like them. Unders, nickels, everybody. Red Sox 77.5, Stros 96.5, Cardinals 89.5, Dodgers 96.5. Again, Cardinals, I do not like one bit. I do not like one single bit. Third place for them. Third place. Moneyline Markel's in the house. David got the over in the Lakers. Portland game's going to be right on numbers. NBA. I saw that Lillard is sitting out because they had a flight delayed. More reason. Love the NBA. Bunch of clowns. James is in the house. Welcome. Michael's here. Wow, things are not going well, Sean. I threw 100 on Illinois plus 7 at the half. What did they look terrible. I saw they were rallying. I'm laying 5. It's a loser. What am I gonna do? King D saying hello to Markel. T Money. Blue Jay been disappointed for 3 years now. Yeah, well, that's why it's betting a team in February before you've seen them. I mean, for all you know, a pitcher blows out an arm or something. It's just one of those spots. I think, you know what? They take a step forward this year. It's a good, talented team. The veterans. Let's go. That's why it's gambling. That's why we're gambling. Richie P's in the house. Welcome, Richie. Good to see you. Mets first 5 last year. Again, the first 5. It all depends on the numbers, King. You know that. I don't want to be laying, especially when you have the Mets or Dodgers or Stros, whoever, -2, 253s for games, and you're laying 150s in the first 5s, and the game could be 1-1 or something. I can't, Markel King D's the man. What do you think about the Diamondbacks under? No, Diamondbacks under. What are you talking about? Get it. We're dimed up on Diamondbacks over 75.5. I'm telling you, Gallen, Merrill Kelly. I need a 10-win season from Mad Bum. Can we get another pitcher to break out? I think the lineup is good. I like the lineup. Lock it in with the Kings smiling. Team Money Nationals either going to be horrible or going to be potentially a playoff team. They got a lot of young. They could. Again, Gray and Cavelli are 2 young studs. They're supposed to be what they are. Put into play. It's just for me, I can't really bet on them. Now, a regular game when I'm getting good numbers is one thing. Ahead of time like this, I'm not going on the total. No way. Seton Hall tomorrow. Yep. Again, this is one of those lines. You have a ranked Xavier team. The line is short. It looks odd. Seton Hall, yes. MLB, NHL cashing season, Richie P. You know it. Arizona over. I like Arizona over. I do, James. I knew the Cubs over. Yes, we've been talking about the Cubs for a month. Damon and the Blazers were wrapping on our fight. Yeah, T Money, and then they sit out. Ridiculous. David, I'm from Chicago. You think this will be that good? I can't see it. What do you mean you can't see it? How? Come on with the Cubbies. You got Stroman, Hendricks, uh, Talion. All right, Smiley's, whatever you think of him. Steele, Keegan Thompson, Sampson, Alzolay. Like you have a bunch of starters, and they're not terrible. They're not. It's not super. It's not like wow, all these guys are going 17-6 or something. You got young arms in there. You got some veterans, and I like the line. I mean, you got Mancini, Hosmer, Jan Gomes. You got some veterans. Wisdom's a power guy. I like Morel. Sweeney's a nice pickup. Suzuki was good. Cody B, Hap. I mean, you got some talent on this team. What? You're sold on St. Louis with Wainwright 40 plus, Mikolos hurt, Flannery's hurt, Steven Matz, and Libator, youngster who, all right, again, like any kind of top prospect, let's see how they do. And Monty from the Yanks. That's your competition. Maybe Milwaukee's good again. I don't know. Burns might be like, screw these guys. He might demand a trade. And you're left with Rudolph and Peralta and Ashby. I mean, I like Frelick to break out, but that team, I mean, Yelich was terrible. Richie P, new book, better bets this season. You got a new book? Who are you using down here? Might take a ride over to Louisiana next week there, Richie. I see Fresno lines falling. Is there exactly? Why is this? Why it's 2.5? It was 4.5 4 hours ago. What is up with that? I got to take Fresno. Nevada is 21-7, and Fresno has 10 wins on the year. Locking in with the King. First fives, everything. Guardians are also. Yeah, we like the Guardians. I think they got the best pitching staff, top to bottom. American League. They're good. Bunch of guys you never heard of. Solid. It's like Tampa Bay-esque. You need some bats. King D looking to grab some action on the Dons. Portland play one right now. See if I can deal with San Francisco. I don't even know what's going on with that game. James, comes a really nice spring training facility in Tempe. I've never been there. It's spring training though. What do we need with that? Oh, look at this. Illinois by 4, and I got them laying 5. I'm shocked. I got another loser on my hand. I was 22-47 the last about 5.5 weeks. Half point, 1 point games. Add another one to it. Add another one to the mix here. Oh, man. Beyond frustrated. Who's the upset this season? Well, the Cubs. Nobody likes the Cubs this year. I like the Cubs. I'm high on Arizona again. I don't know. I think either Kansas City or Detroit will surprise somebody and knock some wins in. You're like, what is this? Like a surprise team? It's got to be somebody who's not thought of as a playoff. You can't say, well, the Twins or the White Sox. People, they bring in guys. They're supposed to be good. You got to look at Detroit or Kansas City are supposed to be bad. And that's why I say the Cubs, because I don't know why they're sleeping on the Cubs. Maybe I'm just blinded I just thought they were going to be good this year. Kitty, life of a candy capper, 4 screens going while doing notes. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. Still offshore. BOL, all right. Dave, any opinion on the Sox? Yeah, not as a whole. Last year totally snake bitten, right? 500 team. They go 81-81. Tons of injuries. So 83.5, 160 to win the division. I mean, they get the same odds as the Indians. How can they? All right, Cease is a stud. I get it. Giolito took a step back. Lynn looked old at times, coming back from injury. Clevenger hasn't been good in years. And Kopech. Well, What are we getting out of that guy? Is he gonna? He was brutal last year. I had a Cy Young ticket on the kid. I figured, oh man, nice young hard thrower is going to come in here, go 17-7. This team's 90 win game. Yeah. Eloy was hurt. Louis Roberts was hurt. Grandell's hurt. Is this team just a injury prone lineup? I think the last 2 years I had Eloy. It's like home run tickets on Eloy. These lines are ridiculous. Last night line dropped to 7.5 for Townsend. Went back up to 8.5. When I said on the show it was 7.5, there's no way I was taking these lines. What was the Townsend? Someone said, I wrote it down. Where are my notes from? I think I want to say it was Bill McDonald said like Drexel loses outright tonight. They only won by 27, I guess. The Townsend line was 8.5. Right? We said take the dog there, and there was another big dog. Was Stony versus Wilmington? They were a double-digit fave. Again, I wish I played a lot of these dogs. I can't. You're down a little bit. You can't just be firing away on every single dog. King D said, heads up, I predict you have a monster conversation run. Yeah, I keep that. King D, 30 years bad. 20 plus seriously. And this happened a couple years ago for me. It was like just I think I was like 50 and like 130 with like the half point, 1 point, like right on the. And yeah, I didn't go and count every game I won by that amount, but there's no way. I mean, just the losses. That's crazy. I mean, I guess I won the other 50 of them out of them. I'm just. It was. What's there to say? Something. The ball bounces. 22 and 47, and we got this one again. I should be happy it's only that. I mean, good, but that's just the last couple weeks here. Rough one. It's been a rough week. Yeah, it's just Pat. Mike, you're under the other account. As much as I come in and say, we're having a good run, you got to face the bad one when you're there, and not that I like to, because you can't dwell, right? We say, bet it, forget it, rearview mirror, let's move on. It does get frustrating sometimes, and that is what separates the men from the boys, as I say, right? It's like the doing this. You gotta just move on. Be like, whatever. What can I do? I'm gonna not bet 10 games. I'll bet 4. Let's hopefully go 4-0. Oh no, it's 2-2. I got another crazy loser. Yeah, it means we reached the mountaintop. I guess. I guess. I don't know. So let's I'll pop back up the picks for tomorrow. So I was on a little early today. I know I said in the show we're going to be on at midnight, but I got asked to be on another show today at 11:15 or 12:15. So listen, you got to go. It's on Twitter. The link, you got to find it. It's be on the radio. I think there'll be, if it's live on YouTube, you got to go in there and be like, "Hey Higgs." So find the Sports Grid. It's Sports Rage, my guy, Gabe. 30 plus in the game strong. Yeah, it's the life. Okay. I mean, it's 30. I've been on the site since 0405. Right? So been serious obviously since then. Maybe a little before I took it a little more serious. And you throw in your entire, teen years. I mean, betting as a sophomore at a local guy in at my senior year in high school. Don't get 92. 1992. T money will be fine. Yeah, it is what it is. I just I bring it up more, T money, just because to so people you lose sometimes, and that's what. When I first did the show, we had a 3-30 run in baseball on the show, 3-30, and we ended up plus money for the year. It is what it is. I'll tell you we win. I'll tell you lose. Everybody, it's like, oh, look at my 17 team parlay I crushed or whatever. All right, show me the other 90 tickets that lost. I'll tell you the losers because they don't really come. So when I get them, you're gonna hear about them. It is what it is. Dave said 61 ups and downs. Seriously, Dave, it is. And that's why people get knocked out. That you come and go. Right? There's a lot I'll say flash in the pans, but it's the business. You see it on especially social media. You see guys, oh, I'm this, and then all of a sudden, where are you? Deleted accounts, they disappear. I mean, I see all types of crazy crap. You know, you know, guys. Oh, I need a book, and then you set them up, and they screw you. King Ditch, I admire that brother. Truly hits different when you do it full time. Sometimes I sit and think, I got to act smart. Seriously, and to do that, you got to get over right, King Ditch. So you're doing it like literally to eat. So the mindset has to be, all right. I know, I we're gonna hit a bad one. You're gonna lose a couple. You can't get the like Wall Street, maybe you can't get much about the money. You got to just churn it out. I mean, you're a little yoked out in your photo, right? I get up at 6. I try to do a little exercise before I take the kids to school because I'm in front of a fucking computer. Whoa, I really don't curse, but you know, sometimes I'm doing a show. Sometimes my freaking head's pounding just staring at freaking computer screens. That's amazing. 3:30 still I'm making money. Yeah, yeah. It was a winning season on the show and overall. And those again, most of the plays in the free picks are games that I bet myself or have on the site. Yeah, you got to be able to ride the streaks. And tomorrow we're getting the brooms out, baby. Jacksonville to pick them. Again, this is a team they're 11th in the A Sun, and they're pick them versus the team that's the third. They're 11-6, 6-11, 11-6. Give me Jacksonville at home. Fresno we talked about. The Nets, land of Mr. Toys, I love them. And the Panthers puck line. Got to do that after a Buffalo Sabre overtime game. Team Money, I got to a point a few years back where I quit sports betting. I dabble, but overall I had to quit for almost 2 years because I had to. That's the mindset people have. It's not. I don't know if you heard me say this, Team Money. I'm sure you have. Be happy with a day's pay. Most people work, have jobs, have lives. They're not betting full time. You work doing whatever you're doing. Be happy with a day's pay. You just got a day's pay. You're going out for 8 hours, 6 hours, however long your day is. It could be 12 hours. I don't know how long it is. You just made it in 2 or 3 hours. And people complain. Yeah, it's get rich quick when you're a Google executive making 15 million a year and you're betting 300 grand a game. Yeah, it's easy to get rich when money's no object. It's not get rich. Rich, I can take a loss, but a whole day of betting and don't at least break even is something I don't want to experience. That's why I stay with plus money plays. You gotta. Especially, I mean, in hockey and baseball, the plus money's now you have like the Bruins started like ridiculous. It was raining money out of the sky. That doesn't always hold up. Best team in baseball, even if you win 100, 105, you're still losing. And you're going to be favored in those 50 games, laying, let's just say 140. So that you're not a dog. So you got 100 wins. So even let's figure it $1 a game. You got $105 and you lose the other 50. Right? I mean, and you're 145. You're you're up pennies maybe, but you're not laying 140 because most of the games you're probably up to $2 and 2-1. You can't make money that way. And again, this I don't have numbers in front of me to look up Yankees, Astros, Padres, whoever, Dodgers, these teams and say, well, this is what they did. I'm just on my years of experience of betting. You're betting on those teams, and it's not pick and choosing. Just you add them up and figure out the numbers on those. The whatever the top 4 teams are of the year at the end of the season. See how they are ATS wise. I don't think you're making money. I don't. And even if they're plus money at the end by a little bit, the average person isn't going to be plus money because they're going to be doubling up like, oh, they just lost two in a row. I got to get my money back. And then they're going to miss a bunch of games because they have no bankroll and no money management. These plus money props are money to be made. Rich, I do some hockey. I don't know. And this is, if you're going to bet, you should know limits where you are, right? There's plenty of shows. You can find hockey guys, prop guys, football props, whatever. For me, I don't, I'm bust out my books. It's baseball season. Here comes the NFL. Here comes college football. Here comes college hoops. And that's it. I'm not breaking down to, oh, it's XFL here. Let's go. XFL. Are you kidding me? Time is too valuable. You only got so much time in a day. Try to get 6 hours sleep, and then it begins. To branch out into a new sport, whether it be soccer, ultimate fighting, tennis, whatever. I can't do it. I can't. And I'm not gonna pretend to do it either. I mean, I'll come in with some baseball props because I know baseball. I know players. I could NFL for Super Bowl. You want to do some things? I get it. Or Sunday night game, I could throw something out there because I think how the game's gonna play out. I just don't like the props in football because I'm betting on a side already, and I don't need whoever to score X amount of points, but I can't have somebody else do something. And hockey, as much as I'm more of a not a I guess I'm more of a situational type hockey guy. This guy's on the road, back to backs. We got a goalie situation here. These guys had 45 shots on goal last night and got one goal. Stuff weird stuff. Locking in with the King says now Tracy guys talk about 100-unit plays. Yeah, that's again, you got people fly out of nowhere, and just as quickly they're here, they're gone. Best bet see money with MLB. I'll take a little of everything. Alt lines. I don't mind the alt lines. It's just I don't do them here really too many because one, I can't put them on the sites, so I'm always going to be a side or total on the sites. And personally, I do the same anyway, most of the time anyway. Do I do dabble into alt lines sometimes? Yeah, I'll get on and do something for myself. I think something's going to happen. Like, oh, this is whatever. But on the same token with those things, it's like when you get roped into your parlays, you see like different money. Like, wow, this looks good. I'll do, 2.5. I don't mind switching when I'm taking a 105 dog. I got in the chat, I'm taking a dog. I'll flip that and be like, I'm getting plus money laying runs with a road team. That's a dog or whatever. I can get into that, yes. But I really don't put them in here because it's people like, well, you didn't have that on your site. Like some people come in here if they have the picks, it's like this is different. It's just a whole lot of nonsense. Less headache. I'll do my personal life, make money. Sometimes we throw that kind of stuff in here. You see when people talk about it. Do you like this? Absolutely. I'll say it all the time. If I like a team that's a 107 dog or whatever it is, and you could flip it any kind of dog as at a run line of plus money, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm on the other side. Why wouldn't I do that? Vegas or the Flames are doing some ice tonight. I mean, I would take Calgary. I'm all about fading Calgary. Excuse me, Vegas and Seattle are two teams I want to bet against in hockey the second half. Live in game. What is the score here? I don't even know. I'm on the basketball page. Hockey. 3-3 here. I'd still think Calgary. I don't like Vegas. Vegas, Seattle, two teams I don't want to bet on. Next up, locking in with the King. NHL's kill me. 3-1 head into third, now 3-3. Oh, yeah. Tough one. Rich P, no way thinking, looking at betting XFL. Seriously. I mean, but, I remember during COVID, people were like, oh, I got your KBO. Like, I don't know KBO. Uh, I don't know XFL. I don't know soccer or tennis or I again, plenty of outlets you could go find. People are good at stuff like that. Golf's another one. T Money. Utah OKC game, best of night. Utah looks like they will take it to OT. Grab them plus 140. Honestly, thinking live betting. NBA live betting is the only way to go, in my opinion. And I hate the NBA, but that would be the only thing I would do in the NBA. Sure, I mean, I do have the Nets here tomorrow, but OKC plus 2.5 gets it done the hard way. Did they get it done for you, Jess? Where's the NBA lines here? Or the scores, I should say. 120 to 119. Utah winner, but OKC gets the cover there. Lakers in a rout, huh? I don't like the Lakers. I would like Golden State today. Portland put a fork in them, right? Guys sitting out, bunch of crybabies. Denver gets it done on the road. Pacers cover the number. Orlando doesn't cover. Wonderful magic. I put them out with Hannah Mears on the PMP show. Philly covers. Toronto covers. Dallas covers. Another San Antonio over. Richie, like live betting, I know nothing about the life because I've never been able to bet. Yeah. It's funny. For years, like live betting, I didn't have live betting. I called up a guy, my little 718 number, live betting. I mean, I was lucky that, they answered, they were there from like 11 to 12 on a Saturday. They'd come back around 3 to 4 on a Saturday for night games. That was it. They're gone. No 7 o'clock, nothing like 2 minutes before game, getting on your phone, getting on the internet, bet games to the last minute. T Money grabbed the over Hawaii game. I blame you for getting you back into totals. My totals have not been bad this year in college basketball. I've been all right with my college basketball totals, although there hasn't been a lot of them. But when they do come up, they've been solid for me. I'll tell you what they are right now, my totals for college basketball. 45 and 30, 60%. Not too bad. 45, 30. I got to write this down for tomorrow show. CBB totals. I'll take 45 and 30. Let's live with that. Richard P. My money comes free game. I'm the same way, Rich. You old school. Michael says I took a little late bailout. Riverside against Hawaii in the Big West. What do we got here? Hasn't even tipped yet, huh? Take Riverside on the road. Everybody bet Hawaii. Looks like. Okay, you want to go Riverside? Jesse, living in Thailand, soccer's the only sport here on TV. I've been exposed for 20 years. Yeah, well, you're good. You're good. Your hockey, or you're the Iceman too in hockey, Jesse. But your soccer's been good, right? Haven't you been like perfect with the exception of the old red card biting you in the butt? Okay, see on coverage for those who bet early. They were favored by 9 o'clock. Really, it pays off there. Pays off there, Patrick. It's a 1-point game in the third quarter. Lakers. If you think it's over, you need to watch. I don't watch it. No, thank you. I don't want to watch. I don't like the Lakers. I want a Golden State today. T-Money man to stop fading the Lakers. Stanford live bet. So T-Money loves his live bet. Do you think live betting over is better value? I don't, because I think if you're live betting, I think it's because people have bet the game beforehand. So now you're just doubling up bets and stuff. And I think people get buried on live betting. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it's weird. Everybody comes in and just talks about every winner in live betting. Like nobody ever loses live betting. Why do I find that impossible to believe? I just don't recommend live betting. I think it's terrible for your bankroll. If you want to jump into like say halftime or third quarter and be like, oh, these guys are down, I'm gonna put a little something on them is one thing. Oh, they're down 30. It's plus 3,000 or something. Come back, I'll put $10. Like I just one. How you watch it? Like I say about these NBA games, these players don't care. I mean, the guy was, our flight's delayed, but you could sing songs. and you don't want to play the next day, I don't want to bet these games. I'm definitely not watching them. Lindenwood, backdoor comes in on Southeast. Of course, I had Lindenwood the other day. They don't cover. A lot of dog. I think was there a lot of dogs today in college hoops? Let's see here. Let's go to the scores here. Townsend was a doggy. William and Mary a doggy. NCA&T covered. That's 3 straight. Hampton was basically a pick 'em. That doesn't count. Stoney doggy covers. Drexel's a fave. Lindenwood a fave. Or no, they were a dog. Mary's is in a rout right now. I mean, that 20. It was easy saying let's get 20 here. I don't know. You're in trouble getting that 19. Clara's in a fight with the cover. Doggy Western Illinois to start the day. Doggy Penn State again. Ohio State. You can't bet. We said that. It's like, yeah, it looks like you take Ohio State here. Another loss. FAU, no doubt route, winning by 40. UTEP got it done. I had FIU there +1. Come on, lose by 5. The line went to 2.5. Terrible. Charlotte as a home dog winner. Memphis covers on the road. I like my dogs, but I just can't come in when we're struggling and bet every dog. Too many. I lose a ton live betting, but I also made a ton. It's 50-50. As I was mentioned, time is valuable. And if you're going to cap games, like how are you going to live bet tomorrow's NBA when there's 130, 140 college basketball games on Saturday? You know what I'm saying? And not just you, team. I'm just saying in general, like I'm not sitting live betting when I'm like, you know what, I could get an edge on the game and just make my money that way. I can't sit and watch and then live bet on a number that's you're getting the wrong number 100% of the time because you're behind everything. UAB look good. UAB look good. I didn't get it, but they won by a bunch. Yeah, the Blazers are pretty good. Team money. Locking it with the King. The second half collapsed by teams of mind blowing. The other day I had all my losses. The team was up 6, 7, 8, 9 at the half, and ended up losing outright, which is even worse. Michael, come on, show I got the Warriors. Someone said Laker was over. A common response to that. I'm all you like dating. Oh yeah. No, I've said I like the Warriors today. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I just roll my eyes at the NBA. Like today was just another reason. Lillard and who Grant sat out like, we're tired from sitting on a plane on our private jet singing. Ohio State was a public play today. You think they were a public play today? The line opened. The line opened at 1. It went to 3. Came back down to 2. It was a spot where you think, let's take Ohio State. Why are they favored? Because they've lost. How many games they've lost lately? 15 or whatever. They're just miserable. But again, front of the uniform, people see Ohio State. They think, it's Ohio State. They're pretty good. Locking with King. Brutal. I've been there. I'm convinced these kids are having Popeyes at the half. I mean, I don't know what they're having. They're not having any winter water, that's for sure. Desmond's in the house. 220 on the Warriors tonight. I don't hate it. I think they come back. It's the Lakers. It's the Lakers. Timo, I definitely agree with you. You have to be very careful live betting. I've said multiple times for the last 2 years, the live betting just buries people. You're just sitting there. Well, I'm going to live bet, and your $5, your $10, your $500, whatever your bet is, just multiplies extraordinary because you're thinking, oh, I like them at this number. Now I'm getting a better number. They're going to come back. I get the bias. Hi, I got a Cubs over. I'm talking about Cody as a MVP. Like I get kind of your tunnel vision locked in. Like I got Framber Cy Young. I got a Yordi home run. I got under Strohs, but I got a Strohs to win the American League. I get it. And that's just a long picture. Just in a single game, they got to come back because you like them. You liked them 6 hours ago. You liked them 2 hours ago when the game started. and this isn't directed at you too much, just people's thinking when they're live betting. Let's give a standing O to Illinois and IUPUI. Yeah, we had IUPUI. I had that as a premium. Did I have it in the chat today? I don't think I had it in the chat today. Like, I don't know if the Warriors win, but I think they cover 6.5. I totally agree. I totally agree. All right. I'm going to wrap it up because I got a show in about a half hour. So go to Twitter. I retweeted it. Look for it. If it's on the YouTube channel, come in, say hello. Why wouldn't you? Give it a listen. I'll see how I do. I don't know. I'll probably just like this, sit around talking sports. But that's a wrap for Thursday night. I'll see you if you're listening in another half hour. Head on over. Otherwise, midday Money tomorrow.